Madden NFL 23, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Cardinals and the Silver and Black on Thursday night primetime.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Los Angeles. Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident. each and every time.
First carry for James Conner. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with a draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. London. And the Raiders have got him. Andrew Billings just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. London.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. London. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From the gun, a give to Conner. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. London caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. London. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for it with counter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Throwing on first down, London. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cards are on the board first here in Vegas. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Second and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought the pressure, they had man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. Two guys, you know, people with these two rows, you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. London toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
Operating from the gun, London. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On third down, London. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
The Raiders take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete here to the right to Golden. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good. Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Throwing to start the drive. London. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, London. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Ertz again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked. as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They go play action here on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, London. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Play action, London. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
He'll give them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Call on a nickel set for third down. Operating from the gun, London. Oh, good move. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
After the sack, you can understand it. Maybe been a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Back to throw. London. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, London. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 22, here's second and 8. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game. and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. London. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 7. First down, Cardinals.
Operating from the gun, London.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
On 3rd and 2,
London on the slant, complete to Hopkins.
and he is going to have a Cardinals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. London. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Second down and 3.
Operating from the gun. London toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Let's go. That's what it is.
on the draw, Connor. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Holding, offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too.
Oh, Connor loses it. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
To throw on third down, London. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This for a fourth-quarter lead. Prater's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing to start the drive. London, a dump down to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. London. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So now London down 16-14. Just over 1:40 to play. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. And his throw here's incomplete.
Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here, relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, this is Jacobs to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.